because like there's no point in wrong stuff. Okay, distance formula, these are the points. Let me take my time and actually write the correct thing here. So this is x2 minus x1, that's x2, 0 minus, that's x1, plus y2 minus y1. And since it's already a minus, I make it a plus. Okay? And here's where people need to be careful. If you put this in your calculator, it depends on when you do it, make sure you do have parentheses or it will mess up. And even when you go to the next level, 0 minus 1 is this. Make sure you put it in parentheses and squared. Because some people will tell me that negative 1 squared is negative 1. That can't be possibly true, can it? Because a negative times a negative is a positive. So this is going to equal 1. 4 squared is going to equal 8. 1 plus 8 is, what do you think the distance between these 2 points is? Can we simplify that? The answer is what? It rhymes with tree. 3. All right, there we go. Okay, what is hard about this? Obviously, I've shown what is hard about this is if you write down the wrong number, what does it do to the entire problem? Messes it up. So I had to start over because I wrote something in the wrong place. Here's what it's important, because this is a forgiving formula. The two x's have to be together. The two y's have to be together. Okay? It's very forgiving, except if you miss x's and y's, then it automatically fails. Also, if you accidentally square something without the parentheses, it will give you the wrong answer. For negative numbers anyways. Positive numbers, it's fine. Negative numbers, it will give you the wrong answer. So what I want you to do is 28, and I'm going to do 28 also. And we'll see if you can substitute it incorrectly. And once you're good at this, the calculator does the whole thing. But you have to be very, very careful. And I'll show you kind of how it would look in the calculator. And so even if you use the calculator, I do want you to write this part to show your work. Just to substitute it in. Basically, you're going to write what you put in the calculator. Because, with this, it's like, I don't understand why I'm getting it wrong. And then I look and see, well, did you put this in the calculator? And if this is wrong, and that's what you put in the calculator, it's going to be wrong. So make sure. So this would be x's, right? So 2 minus 5. This would be y's. So negative 4 minus 1. Okay, so I could put that all in the calculator if I wanted to. Let's see if we can get that where you can see it. And my work at the same time. It's kind of tough. Maybe it shows better up on we'll do it like that, I guess. We'll turn up the brightness maybe. Unfortunately, these calculators aren't the best for this particular machine. And that might work. So I'm supposed to put in parentheses 2 minus 5. Parentheses negative 4. And I usually don't do this because I tend to, I already messed it up. because this squared is going to be not in the right place. It has to match exactly. So this, if you can see it, matches exactly what I've written down. You have to be careful. You also have to make sure that this sign is a negative and not a minus sign, or it won't work. That's a minus sign, that's a minus sign. Make sure the squared and that plus is not part of the exponent. So you got to be careful. So it's going to give me radical 34. Okay? If you're me and you don't want to type it in a million times, I usually simplify it before I put it in the calculator, because I'm not giving you like huge numbers here. 2 minus 5, that's negative 3. Negative 4 minus 1, that's going to be negative 5. These are single digit numbers. They're easier to subtract or add. Okay, basically this is negative 4 plus a negative 1, so negative 5. Negative 3 times negative 3 is 9. Negative 5 times negative 5 is 25. 9 plus 25 is 20, 30, 4. And this is usually what I put in the calculator because I want to make sure it's simplified. And it's 34. It's simplified. If you are using this to actually measure something, you probably wouldn't say 34, but with your calculator you can hit this button right here. And you could change it into a decimal if you needed it. Okay. That's how that works. So I'm going to go ahead and have you do